Boom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hopefully, you're all having a lovely day. I guess the first thing before I get started, I don't know how many people are in chat, but just for the record, since it is now April, it is now like Camp Nano, which I'm technically not doing, but yeah, it's you. I guess, yeah. I figure I'll just say it anyway, and if anyone asks later, I can always re-explain it, but since we did Game of Tomes in November, we're doing Tourney of Tomes in April, and once again, I am the leader of the Minor House Kiepera, House Sandwich, and this time, our allegiance is to House Chiroptera, which means what I should do is I should go into my old art file, and I should pull up that. And that's how I should have started this, because that's what's happening. So all of the words that I write during April, which are just going to be miscellaneous world-building articles, will be pledged to House Chiroptera. Because why not? Why not? Yeah, I think I got around 600 today. I was able to finish an article, which was for the character who we're actually going to be drawing today. Since as the stream title should say, if it updated properly, I am drawing my dwarf monks and his Liddol Box. And today, I wrote about the dwarf man and his box. Well, not his box in great detail. It is mentioned. He does have a box. I love his box. Sometimes the title doesn't update, depending on when you do it. Just wanted to make sure. We are drawing... I can't say drawing and dwarf in the same sentence. It doesn't work. But yes, we're going to draw the monk and his box. And it's going to be great. At least I think it will be. So, let's close the hello that I usually do. Now, last stream I drew the other one of my retainers for this campaign, because in this campaign we have the player character and then two, like, NPCs that sort of support that character. Those are called retainers. And last week I drew the retainer Darcy, who is an owl. And so for her, I had an ungodly amount of references, because owls are weird, and I don't know how to draw them. However, I am at least theoretically familiar with how to draw people, so I didn't bring a whole lot of reference material for the character that I'm drawing today, which is Tarek, who is my dwarf monk with his box. This is a stand-in for his box, I think. I don't remember if that was what it was there for, because I made that Hero Forge mini a bit ago. I did not, I didn't really check, I just grabbed the image quickly. So, the basic gist of Tarek, our boy Tarek, is he is dwarf. He is, 54. I believe it's 54. I literally wrote it today. He's 54, right? He's 54. He is, former pirate. So he used to be a pirate, and now he is monk, and he is a helmsman. Because all of the characters have a role on the boat, because we're on a boat. And his role is he is one of the people who is at the helm of the boat, which is why he has a box. Because the boat was... Because from where he's from, there are a lot of dwarves. As far as I can tell from the, reference document that I have for the setting that we're in, dwarves are pretty much only from where he's from. And he was on a pirate ship full of dwarves. So they had a ship that was designed for dwarves. So the wheel is nice and low to the floor, and the railings are a little bit lower, because then you can see over the side. You know. But the boat that he's on now is from a country that is significantly more varied in its, like, species population. And so that means that it is designed for, like, a human to be at the helm. Which means he is too short. And as such, he has a box. And he has his Liddol Box. I like spelling it Liddol because it's just fun. It's a Liddol Box. He has his little box, his fun little crate. Because he stands on it so that he can get to the top of the wheel. It makes things a little bit easier. He still can't really see over the side. The railings are still like a little too high. Like the angle is just not really working for him. But that's why he doesn't sail, like, he doesn't bring the ship into port. He sails it around the open ocean more so. That's more his thing. So it works out. I have spent a lot more time than I needed to thinking about, like, justifying why a dwarf would be the helmsman of a boat that is mostly staffed by humanoids who are taller than 5'6". And I say mostly because there is at least one other character who is like 3 foot because they're like a dog. But, like, I don't actually know how tall the dog is. So most of the people are either above like 5'6" or significantly below that. And it definitely swings at the higher range. Which is interesting. It just kind of happened like that. And the reason that I say 5'6" specifically is that my elf warlock, who is the protagonist, is a player character even, not protagonist, good. She's 5'6" and she's the shortest member of the main cast, aside from a new player who is joining who is playing a dwarf. Victory. So, yeah, it works. It works. I probably should have posted this in the Discord so that I could let people know that I'm doing word collection. Because exactly, we got words from Amelie. Hell yeah, we got House Lapid words. I should probably pop this into Discord. So give me a second. Let me pull up. I'm now for some art. I'm now to work on art for my D&D character. New stream. More comments. Hell yeah. New stream also. A stream. Well, collection. Yes. There's also a collector stream for Tourney of Tomes words. Come on by. Okay, copy that. Send that into the Discord. Just go bing, bam. Okay, so 8 minutes after the stream started, the announcement has gone onto the Discord. So we got there eventually. Nerd. Exactly. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so this is all the information I have about this man. This man is not complex. In comparison to the player character article, which had like 2,000 words for some reason, he had like 700. Alright, we have a sprint. Shit. Where's my sprint mod? Sprint. Pomo. Pomo over here. Pomo. Pomo. Hey, that's in a weird spot. Why is it over there? I can just move that. Move that over. Cool. Alright, so I have my sprint timer, which would be good for anyone who is doing Tourney of Tomes in the background, because we'll do a 10-minute sprint. I won't run the sprints consistently unless people keep asking for them, but we will do the sprint. We will do the productivity sprint. Okay, we will start a 10-minute sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Productivity. Now I have to start drawing. Oh no. Up there. There we go. That'll make that a little bit easier. Okay. I'm a draw. this dwarf man and his horse. Oh, I hate drawing legs. Oh no. Boom. Oh god, that's not how legs work. Oh no. How am I still not finding space on this goddamn canvas? What the hell am I doing wrong? Jesus. Okay. Just... There we go. The issue is that, of course, I'm probably going to have to actually draw, like, feet that look like feet. Which I never do, because feet are a pain in the ass. And no one actually wants to draw them. And yet, we do it anyway. Don't know why. Not that one. No, I want the other one. Free distort. Free transform. That's the one. Just make it bigger. Just bigger. That's a foot. Sure. Drawing is hard. Drawing is hard. There we go. Okay, that looks good. I'll probably just turn off the ref. I know what the ref is. I know these informations. Don't... Who even knows? Who even knows? Where I put these arms? What are your arms supposed to be? Yeah. That looks too long for his arms, actually. His arms should not be that long. Because his ribcage is like there. Jesus. Okay. Free distort again, please. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. That's closer to proportions. And then I guess it just kind of goes like hands. Congratulations on hands. Man has hands. That one's probably still too long, actually, just because body's short. That or he has really long legs compared to his torso, which I don't know. I have no idea at this point. Cool. Okay. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I need to make both of those shorter. Because if I do that... It's not too far off. It's pretty close to the kind of the size that you would want. If I do it here... Oh, that's not working. That's not doing what I want it to do. There's too much proportion shit. What are you doing? Why are you doing that way? Maybe we'll just do scale. Just pop it like that. Get it back to its angle. It's a bit more on the ballpark. This side appears to be already a lot closer. Just need a little bit like that. This is already more proportion work than I did on any of the previous characters, so yay? I don't know if that's a good thing to admit to doing. Hey, Stretch! Welcome! We're currently in the middle of a little bit of sprint. I was told I had to. Because I am a collection stream for tourney, and I figure why not? When did I cut the cheek off? When did that happen? I don't remember doing that. But yeah, sprints. I'm figuring out how to draw a squat man. I don't know if I succeeded in that. How are you not centered properly? Like the canvas. It's so weird. Is it because it's even? I don't even know. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. So this is the base. Let's start with some head stuff. Not that close. Not that close. Not that close. God, not that close. God, no. Alright. Face. Let's get a kind of face in here. What kind of eyes do I want? Maybe I should have gotten references for something. Maybe. Maybe some references would have been good. Alas, alack. I did not grab those, so... Well, hold on. What's going on here? This means nothing. That doesn't mean anything. That is a reference that does nothing for me. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I have to draw a beard. Oh, shit. Just look over to the left. Don't look at the reference. Don't think about it. Noses. Nose hard. Nose hard. Nose. I know, no nose. No, no nose. Since I don't know why it's looking like an egg. Eggman! That don't do that. No lagging on me, please. Thanks. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Ah! Okay, that is the end of a 10-minute sprint. Is there anyone who was sprinting along to do, tourney words for Camp Nano and such? Or, oop, that's not the button. Oh god, what the hell did I just do? Why is that something I can do in there? What the hell? Oh, that is weird. You don't see what I see, but I see it, and it just went real weird. Oh well, that'll maybe fix itself later. Who knows? But yeah, if anyone's doing participating in the Tourney of Tomes for you know, just general writing and editing and such. This April, I collect word count. I collect those words. Some bushy eyebrows. Have bushy eyebrows, dude. Have just big ones. You can have them. Congratulations. Big eyebrows. And then he needs an ear, but I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to put that. I know where the ear is supposed to go. I'm just confused by what this head shape is that I've drawn. So now I'm confused. Oh, God. Okay. So that's like face. I guess. That's fine. That's a face. That is the face of a man who exists. I forgot that I can't take the tablet over to the side. Alas. Okay. Now I need to work on what the hell this shit is. I can't draw beards. I've drawn a beard like twice. Technically 3 times. And it was all the same character and all of them were equally bad. I think I drew all of those on camera. Which, yeah. No. Hair. Hair. What kind of hair? I think I drew all of those on stream. I don't remember. I know I drew at least one of them on stream. Because that was all the Viralzia fan art that I did during the arena campaign from last year. Is it Viralzia fan art if I'm the artist? This is my own art. It's just the art of the character. And then I had to draw her beard twice in a meme, and that was an absolute nightmare, and I hated every second of it. And that's why we don't look at that meme, even though it was mildly funny. I've had funnier memes. I've had funnier campaign memes. Can I get a color that actually, like, works here, please? Thanks. Okay, how the hell do beards work? I don't know. This isn't a long beard, because I know the thing, what I had for Viralzia was she had a very long beard, so she tied it up. She was my other dwarf character. But she doesn't, but he doesn't. I don't think he would, because he's got to be more practical about this. She was a cleric, she could do whatever the hell she wanted. But, like, he's got priorities. He's keeping it, just, like, a bit of a bush, but, like, not gonna, like, whip around and hit somebody with it. So you can kind of cover up the fact that the face shape is weird shit. And then, how the hell does it go in here? Because this one, you can't see the upper lip, but you can see below it. And I don't know how that works. I'm supposed to have second part of the ASC D&D game, but I've not been able to put it on the calendar till today, and it's with a few other people. Oh, no. I mean, it's impossible to avoid any conflict. Like, especially in, like, busier time zones, which is, like, the reason that you're running the D&D campaign, like, the game when you are, is because it's a time zone that works for the most people in the game, and that kind of, by necessity, means it's in some of the busier hours. So, I guess it kind of depends on what your players are okay with, if they're okay with maybe postponing it, or if they say, finish it tonight. Or finish it today, rather. Or whatever. I guess it is tonight. You just say tonight. Like, it would just depend on what they are cool with. If they're okay with, if they want to delay it, or if they want to run it now, or something. Something like that. I don't know. That's part of a beard. That's a beard. I appear to have just drawn it so that, like, you just put the face in it. And that usually works. I'm willing to let that go. I don't want to deal with that, to be honest. That shit's just a nightmare. I don't. This is, I do like that beard, actually. It doesn't turn out as bad as it could. Very fuzzy face, man. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what the hell his actual hair is. Hair too! Electric Boogaloo. So far, one was to postpone and one was to go ahead. Yeah, I think basically all you can do is get the feedback from as many of your players as possible, and then go from there. And just see what you can do. Because it's always difficult with games, because, like, you know, you can have a time set and then things can happen. And it's always very, very frustrating whenever that does happen. What kind of hair does a monk have? Well, I don't want to give him, like, the ring of bullshit. I'm not doing that to him. That would be mean. That would be unfair to my boy. There's absolutely no, like, clarity based on any of these, like, D&D pictures. They're all, like, just... They're just doing whatever they want. Yeah, you know, it just happens. You just gotta kind of just do whatever you can. See what people say. And go from there. I guess the thing is, most of the time they draw monks as bold. Which I can do. He's wearing a cowl anyway. But, like... I mean, I guess you could do that. You could just do it so that it literally just, like, stops there. Is that how that works when you have, like, you're, like, bald, but you have, like, a beard? Like, stops, like, there-ish? I don't want to think about how the back works. That's not my problem. I'm never going to draw him from the back. It doesn't matter. That's one option. One option is that his hair just stops and he's domed. Bedomed. That was the worst shine I've ever drawn. The issue with doing bald heads is that I never do them, and that means I don't think they're ever actually proportioned correctly. Like, I don't think any, like, at least with, like, when you put a bunch of wild anime hair shit on top of it, it kind of obscures the fact that none of the volume is correct in here. Like, it doesn't matter how big the head actually is, because it's just obscured by bullshit. Tiny head, big hair, big dreams. I don't even know. Boom. Oh well. Luckily, I still have plenty of time to do this, and in fact, I don't even really have to do this, because he's not a player character, and we still have 2 weeks until the game resumes anyway, because we accidentally beat the boss yesterday. We weren't supposed to, but we did. And so that's a module complete, so, oops. So now we're having a 2-week break to figure out everyone's backstories and get the, new player character in. This isn't them, by the way. I don't actually know. I know it's a dwarf, but it's not this dwarf. It's somebody else's dwarf. Like a new player's coming in. Hey, James! Welcome! I don't know totally what I'm doing here. I'm just trying something. Cause you could just give him, like, the short crop. So it's just like, his face is basically just a round ball of just being fuzzy. But then, like, ears exist. But it's mostly just, like, fuzz. The issue with that is that I'm not great at texturing fuzz. I'm more of a, like, strand person. I don't draw every strand, that'd be nonsense, but, like, I like drawing long, flowy lines. That's why all of my characters have long hair, even when it doesn't make sense. I excuse it in Viralzia because she's a cleric and who gives a shit. You don't need to care about yourself when you're a cleric. What else would you do with a beard? How do people style hair with beards? There's basically, like, infinite variety of how this shit works. Because just looking it up already, I'm getting a lot of variety in how the hell people style their hair, depending on their... well, just in general. Regardless of beard length. People just don't want a whole lot of shit. Is that Zac Efron? I don't think it is. I don't think. I have no idea. So it is basically just whatever. You do whatever you want in there, basically. So that's helpful for me, someone who doesn't know how beards work. For what I assume are obvious reasons. So, oops. Beards. I guess... I'm trying to think of what other characters in the campaign look like. I don't have art for all of them. Because not everyone is an artist, and not everyone has drawn their characters. I know one guy, he doesn't have art of his character yet because he hasn't gotten around to it, but I do have reference. We have one person with very long hair, my character. We have a dog. We have a lady with a bun. We have a guy with short-ish hair, which was in a different meme. We have Spider-Man, who has very short hair. And then I have no earthly clue what the other dwarf looks like. I don't know what his vibe is. Hey, good morning, hope you're doing so, Bob. Welcome. And Emily, another 255 words for House Lappin. House Lappin is tearing away. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Everyone's getting so many words in. Because I missed so many... I missed the first 2 days of tourney because I didn't know what I wanted to do and was doing, like, D&D sessions during, like, peak writing time. Because my D&D starts at 6 and then goes until we fall asleep, basically. So, I only started today, and I've pledged House Chiapetta to House Chiroptera, and I suspect that I may be one of the few people actually pledging words to Chiroptera, so that's gonna be very fun. I'm gonna have to get started actually writing a whole lot more stuff. I did like 600 words today for a character article. But other houses just gone pew. Absolute, just rip and tearing it. Unfortunately, this is an art stream. I didn't necessarily discuss with Sable if I could try and wrangle a word count out of an art stream, but even though like a picture's worth 1,000 words or whatever, I didn't think it would be fair. So I'm just not collecting words myself. I'm not actually like writing anything, so I'm not getting any word count out of this stream. But that's not an issue because like it's fine. And then I'll get none out of tomorrow's stream, which will probably be more Fallout, because I want to keep playing Honest Hearts and talking about dead money for some reason. And then... something. Picture with 1,000 words. Yeah! But I mean, what is a picture, if you think about it? When does it become a picture? I'm realizing I've also made the decision to not actually draw in his scar yet, so I probably should do that before I... Well, not before I figure out his hair, but I should do it soon. Also, good evening, Day. Welcome. It's Tarek time. Did you enjoy the article? Probably has more detail than it needs, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to not have, like, any brevity in my life. Hair 3. Haven't looked at the article. Okay, fair enough. No worries. Don't worry about it. It's not like an issue. He just exists. He's vibing. That's okay. That's totally fine. Totally fine. It's not like you need the article that badly anyway. Like it's not. It's not an urgent matter. None of them are. It's all good. I think I just assumed you had because you'd reacted to the tweet. It's all good. I don't know what I've done. I don't like it. He doesn't have that hairstyle. He does not have, like, a doofus part where it just goes like... He doesn't do that. That's not how that works. Oh, hell yeah! That'll be cool. That'll be very good. I feel like I don't actually care enough about his hair to keep doing it. So it's basically either going to be short, fuzzy, bald, or short, slick. I think I like fuzzy. Fuzzy's kind of fun. There are other people who are like short, fuzzy on this ship, but like that's not my problem. It is not my duty to design everyone to be distinct. I'm just designing my own characters here. So I like that hairstyle. I think that's cool. I should draw his face, the fucked up-ening that's in there, that he has. Because I drew both eyes, and then I remembered, wait, he doesn't have one of those. So that's an issue that I didn't consider. See, he's not supposed to have that. That's not in there. This bitch not. Not present. Not present. So I guess basically, it doesn't really matter because he's going to be covering it. But I do like scars because they look kind of cool. So I basically need to figure out what actually got him. Because I didn't specify. I didn't specify what got him. If I pull up all... Because all I said in what I wrote was a raid on a ship went awry. The captain ended up dying. His quote-unquote boyfriend died. Because I think I said he got shot by a cannon. Crossfire. Okay, so the tiefling guy got killed in the crossfire, so he probably got shot. And then I did not specify how Tarek lost his eye. I did not elaborate. I feel like maybe that's something I should have actually mentioned. But I didn't think about it. So now I need to figure out what the hell happened to his eyeball. And why he doesn't have one. What did he do to it? What did you do? Scar time. Welcome to Scar time. He covers it anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I just want to figure out what the hell he did to this. It's like, it would depend what the ship has. Yeah, cannon messy. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, he could have been shot by a cannon. He either got shot by a cannon, shot by an arrow, or shot with a gun. The gun is less likely. Kind of. I mean, it's a Sylvian merchant ship, so it probably had a gun. But, like, not that many guns. Like, just in general, it's like maybe a gun. He might have been just shot. And it was crossfire specifically. The wording was crossfire. I say this like I didn't write it. But, like, it was crossfire, so it feels like he got friendly fired somehow. Which implies that it was probably a bow to the back. Which is rough. Ballista and pinned to a wall, oof. I feel like the thing is, if he had been, so this is not this character. This character did not get hit by a cannon or a ballista, but the guy who died, if he got shot by a cannon or hit with the ballista, depending on the angle he was hit at, he's probably just gonna fly overboard, is the thing. Because I did mention that it's a boat for dwarves. The guy who died was a tiefling. So, like, he's just gonna go off the side. The railings are not high enough for him to be on this boat in a storm or anything. Like, if he gets blown off, he's not getting stopped by the railing. He is just gonna hit it with his knee and go over. So unless the angle of the ballista shot pins him to the deck of the ship, he's going overboard, basically. Which is rough. I didn't specify. So he died. The tiefling died somehow. I don't know. That's rough. And then I don't feel like you could survive a ballista or a cannon to the face. I know this is D&D, but, like, come on, people. Yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff could have happened. A whole lot could have happened. Because it was very chaotic for them. Because they're like, oh, hey, an easy mark. It's just a Sylvian pirate, like, merchant ship. They'll be easy to rob. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. They made a horrific mistake. So that's fun for them. I'm probably gonna go with the angle that his eye, he probably lost it to magic. Because there's probably, like, a mage on that boat. Maybe. I know there's not, like, from Sylvia specifically, mages aren't as common. But, like, they're around. You could probably find a couple that'd be willing to help you defend your boat. Typically inscripted into military service, you can manage. Or a cleric. Because all they have to do is be in an approved faith. So it doesn't really matter. You can just have cleric. I know Sylvia has wizards. It was basically just a question of, like, how, like, it was, like, a matter of, like, whether the wizards would just be on random merchant boats, and probably. But clerics definitely could be, because they belong to approved faiths. It's fine. So basically, some spellcaster, either a wizard or a cleric, not a warlock, and probably not a sorcerer. I mean, because sorcerers are probably just counted as, like, wizards, quote-unquote. A cleric or a mage. Doesn't matter. Clerics have, like, fireball. Because all I remember from Virality, she kept setting shit on fire. That was, like, 90% of her thing. For some reason, all of my player characters are pyromaniacs. I will not elaborate. I'm looking at the spell list for clerics. Hold on. Hey, 157 words to the tiki. That's... Oh, I've immediately forgotten what that house is called. But that's for House Apis. Hell yeah. I've immediately forgotten what Kahuna's house is called, because I'm never awake when Kahuna streams, so I don't see it. It is House Tiki. It's literally House Tiki. Oh my god. Never mind. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. We have 100 words for House Lappin. God, House Lappin has a lot of people. Fire God! Exactly. We're gonna Fire God it. My spell app appears to have crashed for the 17th time today. So, yeah, we'll just set it on fire. So we'll give him a burn scar, basically. We'll just set the man's face on fire. It's fine. Things you learn from your PCs. Swearing, family drama, pyromania. I did say that I'm gonna give Darcy a good family life for once. Because I went, oh no. I have made a big mistake. Whoops. Technically, Niall has a good relationship with her family, but only some of them. It'd be like that. How do you draw a burn scar? I'm gonna need to look it up. I'm gonna Zuko this bitch. Burn scar. Yeah, I blame Disney. Burn scar. What'd you look like? Bruh. That's busted. Damn. Oh, they're real, like, for lack of a better word, wrinkly. Duh. I can't do that. I can't draw textures, dude. Shit. Do that to me? In my house? I can't draw that. So we'll just give him, like, a... where it kind of just looks like a fire has, like, gone across him. Like, it has, like, that kind of wave of, like a fire, like, licked up there and then licked up there kind of shit. But it sort of peters out above the eye. Well, because, like, the thing with the brow ridge is, like, it just goes up from there. Like, if it goes straight up, it doesn't go, like in. So you don't actually get a whole lot of scarring up here. It's mostly, like, in his, like, socket area. Which means he probably has a weird chunk out of his beard down here, depending on where the fire started on his face. And he probably does not have an eyebrow. I feel like, physically speaking, he does not have this eyebrow over here. This doesn't exist. Pretend that is not there. Have your weird, like, thing, dude. Take it. Take it. Take it. Scars. Again, it doesn't really matter, because at no point is this entire side of his face going to be visible, because he is a smart man, and he covers it with the thing. He has this cool eye patch. He has a cool pirate eye patch, except, like, more medicinally inspired. So it's a very, like, weird chunk that he's got going on in there. And then, I'm trying to think of what's the best way to hide this without fucking erasing shit. I feel like the best way to do that is just, scar opacity. Quote unquote that. And I'm just gonna check a bunch of gray in there. Oh yeah, the beard's on top. Why is the beard on top? No. Have your scar. There you go. Thank you. I have partially erased the nose. I didn't really want to erase the nose. You can have your nose back. Then we'll come in take 2 and we'll just get that out there real quick. I'm gonna put something like a 50 so that I can still kind of see what I was doing in there, but just covering it a little bit. So I kind of get the idea. Michelle has written a lot and so far managed to ignore all the instructions for the writing task. If nothing else, they were confident that they knew what they were doing. They didn't. They were confident. That's what we call face. I'm gonna make it something like 25. Make it real. That. Oh no, I need to put this like 75. Wrong way, wrong direction. That way. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh god. Okay. We're getting somewhere with that. So we have, like, a head. We know what his head looks like. He might have a piercing. I'll work on that. I don't know why I gave him a nose piercing. I think because I never give any of my characters piercings. I meant to give Niall, like, earrings, and then I forgot. So that happens a lot. This is just kind of what it is. I basically only draw faces. Faces is, like, the only thing that I feel remotely, like, equipped to do. Why would he have star earrings? Oh, you mean, no, Niall probably does have star earrings. I just didn't draw them in. Because I think in the sketch she does. I think in the original sketch that I did on stream, she had star earrings. But I forgot, like, 90% of the things in that sketch somehow. Like, I just didn't put them in. Like, what did I put in here? Oh, no, I didn't actually draw earrings. No, I didn't draw earrings in there. She didn't have earrings. But she did have a ring that I forgot about, because she has a signet ring. And then she also ended up being engaged. So she has 2 entire rings that I forgot about, which I'll add back in at some point. But luckily, like, I don't know where that hand is on the big art, so it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Very friendly. Yay! I can at least say, because they're round. The thing in my style is that things are fairly round. I don't do a whole lot of sharp edges. Which is probably why when I did the meme, the Niall meme, that was the thing that stood out to you immediately, was that she had a very sharp chin. Because I just went like this to draw off her chin. And I don't do 90-degree angles very often. There's a lot of, like, round. Like, on this man's entire face, the straightest line is, like, his neck. And even that angle is, like, that's not 90, you know? There's a little bit of, like, a curve to it. It's almost like... So that's why things are like that. It's because they're round. Everything is round. This is all I know. All I know is be round, eat chip, lie? Jesus Christ, I said 50, not 5. Yeah, heck. Eh, probably just drawing some square boys. Eventually, right? One day I'll draw a square boy. One day. But for now, all of my characters are round. It's fine. It's fine. They can be round. At least Niall's chin is, like, slightly squarer now. After that, it's been slowly getting squarer the whole time. Let's get the outfit. I need to make a subfolder for this. This is outfit 1. We're not going to worry about fingers. I'm not worrying about that for the sketch. Okay, so this... Okay. There's a couple ways you could do it, basically. In terms of... Because I've got this up here, and I think this outfit here is literally, like, Hero Forge's monk costume. Like, that's just what they have. They're like, if you just put monk in the search, it's like, here you go. And I'm like, thank you. Or it's one of the ones they have, because they have ones that are more, for lack of a better word, like Asian. Usually because they won't have sleeves. I decided to give this man sleeves. He doesn't need sleeves, but he has sleeves. In this, at least, he has sleeves. Trying to think. Can I get anything more specific? Because that was one of the things that I had no idea where the hell he became a monk. So I'm just like, I don't know what your deal is, dude. I have no idea. I just said the Middle Kingdoms, which could be anywhere from, like, Austria to, like, Prussia. Like, it's just like, where are you from, my dude? He's from, like, the Ottoman Empire or something, but, like, I'm just like, I don't know where the fuck you became a monk, bro. Shit. I just said Middle Kingdoms. I'm doing my best here. Just because I assumed he didn't do it at home. I assumed he went out of his way for it. So... I do like having a hood. I do like the hood. Because I feel like that gives him a nice way to just, like, you know, it makes concealing his scar a little easier. I guess, like, because, like, the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't know exactly what his opinion is on telling people he used to be a pirate, but I'm assuming he doesn't talk about it much, just for the simple fact that if he's too loud about saying, I used to be a pirate, you know, he might get, like, you know, like, that's a crime. Don't do that. Don't just be talking openly about the fact that you did do a crime. And he probably robbed a bunch of well-run ships at one point, so he probably shouldn't talk about it loudly. And so hiding the fact that he got attacked by a bunch of Sylvian merchants this one time is probably a good idea. We just don't, like, talk about it. We just hide it away, and it's like, yeah, it was in an accident. Just talk about the monastery thing. It's fine. He's probably told a couple people. He probably told Darcy. Darcy probably knows about it. Everybody else, who the fuck knows? As a fellow Aussie who has just woken up. Sleep. Okay, so you've just woken up at nearly midnight on the East Coast, and you're telling me to sleep. Hey, it's fine. I get an hour back of sleep tonight. Because it's end of daylight savings, so I get an hour back. And then I get to start streaming at 10 a.m., 10 p.m. instead of at 11 p.m. It's gonna be great. Besides, I don't get up until 1 p.m. anyway, most days, except for work days, which is like 1 day a week, so I can sleep. I can stay up, it's fine. And if I get tired, I have water and I have a fruit bar. I have my energy source. I also have gum for some reason, but you can't win them all. Nice purple hood, dude. Check my hood. Check in my hood. I don't know why you're going under. No sleep. Yay! Exactly. I mean, as the leader of House Chiapeta, I am pledged to House Chiroptera, and we write by night. And while I am not currently writing, I am, you know, I'm writing in spirit. Because as I work on this, I'm thinking about this man's backstory, which I already wrote, but, like, I'm thinking about it more. You already got involved in the Lapid family. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I helped get somebody to be part of House Mollusca, which I did because it would be because Mollusca was the house that won last time. But then I was like, I'm gonna pledge to Chiroptera. It's fine. I need to draw, like, because I don't know why the seam is like that. Like, what is happening in your shoulder? Why is it going like that? Yeah, what's the angles? Look at the angles. Because I was with Chiroptera in the Game of Tomes second? Because I went Mollusca first, then I exchanged to Chiroptera because Siobhan and I had an overlapping stream schedule. Like, we streamed at similar times. And so I was like, okay, to make up for the fact that I'm stealing some of your viewers and or, like, words in general, I will pledge my words to you. And then Chiroptera died in, like, round 3. And so I went off to join House Avis, which then also died that week. And then I went back to Mollusca because I saw what was coming and went, okay. Alright, okay. I don't know what I've done here because I don't know what's happening, what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening with this man's shirt. Because I could just copy it. I can just say that's what he looks like. Because that is, like, the idea that I've had. Because he's the only character... Well, I mean, I did kind of have an outfit picked out for Darcy, but that was before I knew what she was doing. So... But I've always known what his vibe was, because I thought of him... I made him up as a PC first, before realizing that's not how retainers work in the system. So... His design has been pretty consistent the whole time, I think. You feel the horde approaching. Exactly! And I crashed out so you're awake tonight. See you later. See you, DM Stretch! Thanks for dropping by. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my sketch. I won't be able to actually show the sketch because it will not show up. But I'm just grabbing it. I probably need to put, like, the test page somewhere else because I keep spinning to that page. And I don't need to. The art isn't that good. Here he is. Yeah, he's basically always looked the same. In fact, I think the only thing I have changed here is what his hair looks like. But I'm also not clear what hairstyle I was trying to draw in there. So... I don't know. Darcy looks better now because she's more anatomically consistent. That's because I spent like 2 hours thinking about owls. Let's chop it away. Because he basically looks like the Hero Forge mini. So you were Muska the whole time because it was the Lovecraftian house. Hell yeah. 150. Light edit, same as last report. Nice. God, Lappin is getting a lot of words. I don't remember why I picked Mollusca first. I think it was just because of when Coffee Cools was streaming. Was it a really good time for me to like wake up and get some words in to start the day off? And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll join House Mollusca. And then I changed to Coopteta because I felt bad that I was in Siobhan's time slot. Because unfortunately I can't stream at any other time, basically. Like, this is the only, like, time of day that I can stream is in the evening. So, you know. It happens. That is the openest chest I've ever... You're wearing a cowl. This is very deep. That's a very deep thing. I feel like you need to be starting, like, up here. So, like, basically your straps are, like, up there, basically, right? So it comes around to, like, there-ish. And then around your waist-ish area, there's a big boyo. Big boyo made out of rope, apparently. I don't know what. It has to be rope, but it's rope now. I know why it's chunkier on the model, but I'm not gonna make them that chunky. In terms of, like, the bulge out, because I don't think they actually would be that chunky. Those edges. I don't even know why they look like that specifically. I think there's a leather on that. I don't know why. I also don't know what's happening with your proportions here, bud. Depends what kind of religious representative is, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I mean, that's probably part of the issue. I don't actually know what he's a monk of. I haven't specified, in part because he's not a player character. He's an NPC that I have control about over, but he's not like a full-fledged PC. So I haven't... I think I said... Because I was looking into how monk stuff works. Because we're running retainers, which is the system we're using is based off of something that Matt Colville did? Like something he wrote up. And so I just picked a monk archetype that I thought made sense for, like, a dude. But then when I look into monks, like, more, I think I round up saying that if he was, like, a player character. So if, for example, Niall fucking dies, and I go, okay, I'm going to now play as Tarek instead, he would end up being a, like, Way of the Drunken Master. But that's not necessarily very specific. In terms of, like, what kind of monkly institution you're working with here. Like, I don't know what that... And it doesn't help that in terms of the setting, I don't specifically know where he's from. Well, I know where he's from, but, like, where the monastic order that he joined is from. Because I said, like, somewhere. Because, like, I know, for example, the equivalent of Greece has Greek deities, right? Like, they have their Greek deities in the setting. We have a character on the ship who isn't himself Greek, I don't think, but he worships Hermes. Like, Hermes is just vibing. Is he? He's not Greek, is he? That's not a very Greek surname. He can't be Greek, right? He's not Greek. That character isn't Greek. But he just worships Hermes, because it happens, you know? No, he's English. He has to. Well, I mean, equivalent of English. Well, I mean, what the hell's an equivalent of English anyway? He's you know, he's Dutch or whatever. So he's just doing that. So it could still, because I was thinking, like, if it's, like, you know, drunk shit. You could always go Dionysus monk. Just vibe in that direction. Say that he's a monk of Dionysus. How well that's gonna go, who the fuck knows? You're the best kind, return to monkey. Exactly. Because, I mean, his whole motivation for becoming a monk in the first place was, so, I abandoned my family this one time because I was, like, 16 and very stressed out. I became a pirate for a decade, and then I saw everyone I was working with, like, die or get arrested. I'm gonna go deal with that. And so he went off and, like, he became a monk to deal with, like, guilt and shit. I don't know, dude. His vibes. So, you know, he's doing that. And that's just, like, what is happening with him. That is what he's doing. He is dealing with his grief by learning how to fight people. Apparently. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it. You can only see the gods at the moment as the Hades ones. I mean, you have been playing a lot of Hades. We both have. Which, based on how the Traveler has been described, I can't see Marius's Hermes as being the same as the Hades Hermes. But that's basically the only thing, because, like, he's the only Greek god who's actually present at the moment, so I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Hermes seems too, like, chill and busy to give a shit. In terms of Hades one, so it's like, eh. So I can't see those two as the same, but none of the other gods have made an appearance, so they could be fucking anything, and that means they're all the Hades ones. I was Hermes and Dionysus, but they knew where my loyalties were when I chose the name Caduceus instead of Theseus, yeah. Right, exactly. I say that like I understand. I don't think I understand. I know what a caduceus is. That's about as far as I've gotten. Oh, now I get it. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second. I had to think about it. And the issue is I don't know what Thuristus is, but I do remember caduceus. I'm like, oh yeah. Fuck, that's a Hermes thing. I forgot that's a Hermes thing. I had to think about it. Ah. Yeah, okay. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know that Dionysus had like a staff. But I remembered what a caduceus was, and it took me a minute to remember who that was associated with, aside from, like, well, technically it used to be somebody else's, and then he gave it to Hermes. It was a whole thing. It's great. But who knows, you know? Why is it, like, because, like, you have the fabric where you've got, like, the two bits going. Why is it then split in the middle? Why is it split in the middle? Wouldn't it split, like, over here? Wouldn't it just, like, cover the whole thing until this one ends? Wouldn't he end up just having, like, a weird side split? This man's got a cool, like, split skirt, dude. He's gonna walk around in, like, high heels and shit. Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop taking that one. But, like, I'm just saying, like, why does it split in the middle? Why have you made this piece of fabric so that it then splits in the middle like that? Like, why is that what you've decided to do with your piece of fabric? Why have you cut it like that? Because that's what it's doing. Like, I know the reason it looks like that is because it's splitting on the side would look kind of strange. But thinking about what this piece of fabric looks like is confusing me more. Or is it like, what is happening? Is it like it's going over here and then it goes like that? And then this other piece of fabric is doing that? Is that what's happening here? Because that doesn't feel correct. That doesn't feel like what's going on here. A staff of down fennel wrapped in ivy with a pine cone on top. Go figure. Sounds about right. That sounds like something I would expect Dionysus to have. It's like, how does the fabric work in here? Like, alright, the third dimension's hard enough. What are you doing with this piece of fabric? What's going on? These are connected pieces. I feel like it's funnier if he has a side split. I think that's just funnier. So he's gonna have a side split in this specific sketch. There was suddenly a vocal line, and I'm pretty sure I picked no vocals. Pretzel rocks. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a non-vocal. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? What did I say? What did I say? I'm so confused. God. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna give him a side slip. Well, hold on. I guess the issue is I have no idea what this other piece of fabric is going. Like, where is this going? What is it doing under there? I'm so confused. This kid's peas look like ours. Oh, because he's doing peas like this? He's doing those peas where you go like that. He's doing them funky peas. And that kid's tees looking like ours. He's doing like this shit. What is he doing? One kid's doing his peas like that, and one kid's doing this or some shit. Doing like a weird ass T. That's like an R, dude. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. That's bad. But like, yeah, doing some weird shit. Oh, that's weird. Writing is hard. Writing is hard, but it shouldn't be that hard. I've never done a P like that. I have never done a P like that. I've done R's like that. Because I was trying to distinguish them because R's are really weird. I've never done a P that looked like that. Because that just looks like an N to me now. It's weird. I do P's like that. That usually helps. Except then I have the issue where I forget which way the B, D, P, Q goes. And you get this stuff. This shit gets whack in there. This is the only bad thing about what I do. It's like, it looks like this. It looks like this. Writing is hard, basically. I still have not figured out what this piece of fabric is doing. Hell yeah. They, them, whoop whoop. I have my pronouns at the side, which is great. I keep them in present. I keep them present. It's great. Same as the Isaac. Oh my god. I went into somebody's stream and I don't think they actually said Isaac. I think they just said Zach. I was quite confused. But they talk fast, so I think I just missed the I. It was very quick, and I was like, I'm being called Zach. Help. Oh, it's fine, because, like, the thing is, like, if you look at you're looking at, like, either me speaking, the chat above me, or you're looking that way. You're looking at the art that's happening. The bit over there, no one looks over there. Which is fine. Which is why everyone kept forgetting. Like, I still have my House Capita logo over there. It's been there since, World Ember ended. Because I don't have a version of this layout that doesn't have a shield there. I'm trying to... What the hell is happening down here? I'd rather you didn't, actually. I'd probably rather you didn't call me Zach. I have a name for a reason. I chose the name for a reason, is I thought the name was neat. I like to be called it. You know? It would have been fine if I was still Isaac Zachary, but that didn't pan out, as we've discussed. Hey, room. Welcome, Rabbit Candy Void. Welcome. I am attempting to figure out the mechanics of whatever the hell this piece of cloth is doing. I'm gonna have to look it up. What is happening? Where is Hero Forge? I need to know. What is this? What have you put on my boy? You played random hands people on its own. It's confusing. Yeah, it happens. It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you if you do it. I just might correct you. And usually the corrections are not like me being angry. Dusk is a cool name. Fuck yeah. That owns. Fuck yeah. Damn. Shit. I guess the thing. I made really boring decisions when I picked a name. It's been just like, cause like I I went through a couple of names, and by a couple of names I meant 2. The first name has always been the same. The surname changed briefly. It used to be Zachary, and it was a pun. So you could just do like, because like it's Isaac, right? And then it's Zachary, like this. But then it becomes just like Isaac, because it's pronounced the same. This was a good pun. I still believe this is a good pun. But one of my high school friends is, let's say politely an asshole. Let's just call him an asshole. And he did not think the pun was funny. He didn't know what the pun was for, but he didn't think the pun was funny. So I picked a different name, and it just means that I have a very boring name. Kung Fu Monk's leg wraps. Are they actually not the same part of the same kit? Oh, they aren't. Right? That's a different part of the kit, right? That's a different thing? You're wearing a gi. Well, there is no gi bottom, is the thing. I don't think they actually have a gi bottom in Hero Forge, which is why it's something else instead. And your name is Isaiah, Isaac, Isaka, and I. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rabbit Candy Void. And 150 words of edits for House Lappin'. Nice. Damn, you're breezing through that. Where's this monk? Hold on. Monkey. Return to monkey. Different monk. Different monk. Okay, so... Right. So the other... Oh god. That's You can see his face. I don't like that. Don't see his face. But let me just grab his bit real quick. Let's just cut that. Take that. Give me that. Thank you. Cut. Come on, Ninja. You can do it. Thank you. Copy. Close Hero Forge. Don't save changes. So this was the bottom that's supposed to go with that top. Which means that wasn't, like, connected to itself. That's why they look like that. Because those are not connected bottoms. I don't know why I picked that bottom. I genuinely don't know. Keys are uncomfortable, probably. But it's a monk thing, it's fine. No, I think names are just random syllables vaguely related to the name. Possibly. House Tiki is collecting for Apis. So, Kahuna is collecting for Danny. Yeah! Exactly. The Tikis are collecting for the bees. The three The three lesser houses are listed on the 20 page. Because we've got, and they're all orange for some reason. House Tiki is for House Apis. House Kiapara, yours truly, is for House Kidoptera. And House Sauropoda is for House Mollusca. And again, they're all orange. I mentioned this. Sable thinks it's great. I also think it's great. I love it. I love that mine's the smallest. I don't know why that happened either. We'll attribute that to just, I am small. 422 buzzwords. Nice. God. I wish this was a writing stream, but I decided I wanted to do art, so I can't do any words. I did like 600 words earlier, though, so that's something. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna make that also 50 so it doesn't get in the way. But that's the bottom it's supposed to have. So it's not supposed to have this shit. I don't know what this is. The Sire is in my head is the name of a quiet Christian boy who just rather you didn't. I mean, that's probably what I would have been in an alternate life, right? Maybe if I had been raised a good Christian, maybe that's what I would be. I don't even know. House Diviner, House Oracle. I mean, back when November rolls around, or when October more specific comes around, you can always, like, figure it out. Because, like, we had a good number of minor houses in the Game of Tomes in November. There was House Melees, which was DM Stretch. There was House Kitsune, which is Shy Red. There's a couple of people who I didn't see them stream, but I know they were out there. But there were a lot of minor houses. Oh, sorry, not House Melees. I'm thinking of House Varangian. Sorry, I'm thinking of House Varangian. Wrong house. Wrong house. Wrong house. I was thinking of the Varangians. Because that was DM Stretch's house. So yeah, you know, like we had a whole bunch of minor houses, and I forget what any of them are called. It's great. Where's the list? There's a list of people. Participants. Where are you listed? Hey boy. Oh, we didn't list the minor houses. They're listed somewhere else. Oh, probably... Where is it listed? Where'd you put them? They used to be so, because we used to have a running tally, but I guess they're probably in the Game of Tomes event page. Is where we put them instead. Yep. So there was House Arachnis, House Arensborg, House Kiepera, House Chariste, House Kitsune, House Negamore, House Sauropoda, House Tenebris, and House Varangia. I think... I know one of those was Blood Claw. I think that might have been Negamore, and he didn't stream, so I don't think I saw any points come in from Negamore at any point. I may not have known. The mother of Bunny says yes, show up at my cart since her reading didn't happen at the feast. And a minor house didn't have its health issues. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. I mean, I ended up, after doing Nano, I'm pretty sure I burnt out super hard. Like, after doing Nano, I did 60k of Nano, and then I did 25k of World Ember. I was burnt out as all hell. Until... And I'm probably now finally bouncing back from that. Because... oh boy, I did not have a very productive January, February. March, we kind of got into it a little bit. I think in March we got somewhere. What am I doing with these pants? What is going on with these pants? You got like leg wraps. Oh damn. That sucks, Rabbit. Hopefully you're feeling better now. Hopefully that's working out for you. Did I pick the right brush? I did. 512 words from Laura, 2 House Kitsune, 4 House Melees. Excellent. Excellent. I'm gonna have to remember how to submit all these things. Officially day 4, and you've done 626 words of the 30k you were looking for. Oops. Yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of time. I didn't start doing anything until today, but I'm also not technically doing Camp Nano, so I'm fine. Have a nice, like, flared pant. Have a nice flared pant, my dude. Yeah, just go back online cruising again. That's good. Hopefully, you know, you're taking it easy and, you know, you're getting to have fun. That's the important part. You get to do the stuff that you enjoy. I drew a box for feet, and now I'm realizing I'm probably going to have to actually make this look like a foot. And I don't like that. I don't like the idea of trying to actually make this look like a foot. So let's just... That's a foot, right? Shit. Shit. God damn it. Because you're in like the foot wraps, and I'm like, I don't know how the hell that works. But luckily, at no point am I actually going to ever have to draw this man's feet again, so it's fine. That's the one. That's the way it goes. Yeah, that's the one. And then apparently there's more of those, but I don't know if you really need that many leg wraps. I feel like at that point you're constricting your, like, stuff. Still waking up, essentially slept for 10 hours. Nice, though. Probably a couple too many, but, like, sleep good. $25 for dwarf feet, assuming this guy has an OnlyFans. He's a good cleric of the Lord. Insert Lord here. I don't think he'd have an OnlyFans. I don't think he'd do that. That doesn't feel like something that he would do. Unless he was doing an OnlyFans to, like, raise money for charity. He might do that. That kind of vibes. That'd be it, though. Like, it wouldn't be for his own gain, because, you know, monks be like that sometimes, but they're just like, no. They've made a vow of, like, it's not chastity. It's like, you know, just not having shit. Just don't have anything. Just don't do it. Some of them do that. It's like poverty or something. Make a vow of poverty. It's fine. Have you met a priest? I have not met a priest of Dionysus. No. But I'm a very, for lack of a better word, religiously uneducated individual. In spite of the best attempts of some middle-aged women when I was like 10, religion did not. Religion went that way and I went that way. I didn't see anything. Asceticism. Yeah, something like that. They like to do that. They like to be ascetics. The issue is that I can't say the word aesthetic without thinking of aesthetic. So that's the issue, is that it's impossible for me to figure out ever how to spell it. Asceticism. That's the, hey, it's an S-A-S-C. There's being horny. Severe self-discipline and avoiding all forms of indulgence, typically for religious reasons. Yeah, something like that. They tend to be ascetics. Too gay for Christianity, not gay enough for paganism. Right? That's how this works. It happens. It's fine. This is an outfit. I'll give the man that. That's an outfit that he can have if he wants it. It is, I guess, monkey-ish? Ish? I keep doing that weird accent. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. But like that it conveys the idea of monk. I guess. It doesn't really convey any like piratical nature, but he's not openly claiming that piracy anyway. So that's not that big of an issue. He doesn't have to look like a pirate. In fact, he probably shouldn't. Yeah, Dionysus's followers love to do that whole, like, ritualistic tearing and shit. Orpheism, baby. We love it. You might end up bisexual, you're pretty far past gay. Exactly. It's fine. It's great, even. I guess the bit where the pirate angle kind of comes back is mostly, like, in the eye patch. I haven't figured out yet. Because in the Hero Forge, it's very, like, big. But I don't know how it connects to anything is the issue. Like, I don't know. I'm assuming it loops, but there's also, like, a big chunk over here, and I feel like that just flop over. So it's like, where does that connect? Does it connect in the side? Maybe? Probably. That's probably exactly what it does. Literally exactly what it does. It do that. So you can have your weird fucking chunky patch that you have. And it would just come, like, down here. And then around, like, there, because it comes, like, under the ear, so around this sort of spot. Pardon. I guess the bit is that this would not hold it up. You'd probably have to take it further over. Probably like that. And then gravity will keep this part down if it goes like this. Kinda. I don't know how eye patches work. I'm going to look up some references for what an eye patch actually looks like and how they function. Because I know how, like, that says eye path. Eye patch, please. Why is that the one time you didn't correct my spelling? What are you doing? That's kind of tight. That's a very, like, horizontal one. But how does the backstrap work? What is the backstrap doing in there, dude? Like, what is the backstrap doing? Where is it connecting? What is it doing? What is that doing? Oh, there's like a thing in the back and it connects into it. Okay, so basically what I imagined was happening. So the bottom strap's the one that connects to the top. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Eye patches can look super cool. I'm just, like, bad at figuring them out, which is why I had to go on some person's Etsy page for a Metal Gear Solid 5 snake eye patch that they made. And I'm like, please, show me the pictures. Show them to me. Show me the angles. I need to know. And so I know what they're doing in the back. Is they basically, like, it just connects in and then you just, like, wrap a, like, you tie a knot in it. Emboss it, yeah. Get a bunch of real cool shit. People really like it, apparently. It's apparently a very nice little eye patch. And I mean, who can blame them? So it doesn't have to go like this. It can. It doesn't have to. What that one was doing was kinda... Well, technically they don't attach to the... Well, no, they do attach. That one attaches. Well, kind of. Technically none of them are attached to each other. They all attach to a central point. But it looks like it's supposed to attach to the other one. I don't totally understand. I think I need another reference. For cool patches. Some of them, they just go like that. Goes above both ears. Probably not a bad one. Yeah, okay, that's definitely connected to itself. Yeah, that's definitely connected to itself on the bottom. That makes sense. That tracks. Good night, day! Sleep well. Have fun with workbooks in the morning. No one does, but have fun anyway. I wish you fun. Ciao! Ciao. So ciao down. Because like you can do like that one. But I don't like that. I think I like the one where it's like a strap. So it basically was like this kind of thing. Nice little triangle. This connects into this corner. You then have one that I think come from the bottom corner. But maybe not quite. No, it did. But it wasn't like a... It was an angled triangle. So... It's a bit more kind of like... Its corners over here-ish. And so then you get this strap, which goes under the ear and connects back around. And then this strap goes up here, goes above the ear, and then it connects to a point... It connects to a point like here-ish. It goes like... And then it just stops there. Because I think that's neat. I think that is neat. You can barely understand what it's supposed to be because there's a lot of, like, things there. But something kind of like that. It's fairly simple, but then you can get stylish with it and you can put some cool shit on here. And you can make this bit bigger, too. Like, this can be larger. And start higher up on his face. So it basically covers the entire eye socket. Which is basically what they're supposed to do anyway. And because I draw, like, big eye because anime time, the eye socket is, like, fairly large. So this could probably stand to be a teensy bit larger. And also his nose comes down, like, there-ish. So, like, the nose is, like, there. So it's like, it's fine. You can make this a bit bigger. You can just grab this. You can just drag this down. A bit like that. That's the wrong layer. This one, please. Thank you. You just drag it down a bit like that, and then just go. Probably make that look wider a bit too, so that it gets the kind of right sort of bulge idea going on in there. You're leaning on the space bar. Apparently, I'm still tired. Yeah, it happens. Oop! I've been told to hydrate. Un moment. There we go. Excellent. And a posture check. Okay. Posture. My posture is very bad. But I have checked it. I was going to show this person off at some point, and then I didn't, but I drew a map for yesterday's game. Because we were exploring a dungeon, right? And so I drew a map, and the issue was that just at the point that I started getting into it, like, oh, okay, a map. I'm going to draw all these details. We walked down a corridor and we found the boss fight. So we didn't have to map like 80% of the dungeon. So that was unfortunate for me as big nerd. Prove it's not vodka. I can't prove that to you. It is just water. I don't drink. Like, I don't drink. I drink the water. And hello, yes, hello, Barb! Welcome! It is just water. The only time I think I would ever drink something that wasn't water on stream is if I had, like, a bottle of lemon lime bitters. Like, you know, when they come in, like, kind of beer bottle-ish, like nice glass bottles. If I had a glass bottle of, like, lemon lime bitters or Coke, then I would drink those. But I usually don't, so I drink water. And also, water's good. Hydrate again. Okay, hydrate one more time. Let's go. I'm going to move that post-it note somewhere else. It's not a post-it note, but don't worry about it. I'm good, Barb. I'm doing well. I have a character design for a guy, which is progress that I did not previously have. I did not previously have this art, and so that's good. And thank you for the follow, Barbarossa! Yay! So yeah, I have a character design, and I've done some words for the tourney of tomes, which every time I try and say the word tourney, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Tourney? Tourney? Tourney. The tournament. It's a tournament, so it should be a tourney, right? But then it's like, sounds better like saying tourney? I'm like, shit, how do I say the word tourney? So, Oh, and thank you for the follow, Madame Claire Sentient. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very muchly. I think I like this design. It is basically just the Hero Forge mini, but that's not a problem. I have nothing against Hero Forge minis. Is it not drawing properly? Oh, I'm on transparent. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you have taken case of Big Dead. There we go. Been here for a bit. Yeah, I know. I appreciate it, Elizabeth. Thank you very much. I get my hydration somehow. It's fine. I've had to refill the bottle once, twice today. It's fine. I'm not gonna drink again because I keep getting reminded it exists. When I get bored, I drink the water. This happens less during the day because I'll have music on that makes the brain go, 223 words to House Tiki for House Apis. Woo! Good job, Candy Void. Yeah. Everyone's getting their words in, and I have very few. I think the only thing that's weird here is that I'm pretty sure he's supposed to have more of a belly. I'm gonna give him more of a paunch. A paunch. I don't know how to draw a paunch. Please don't. No! What have I done? I have made a dreadful mistake. I'm gonna just, like, bring this out. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let me just add some depth to the bod. Oh, shit. Please don't. Please don't. I can't drink that much water. 120 words for House Lappin. Some light edits from James. Good job. Let's drink real quick. That's 3 of them. Ooh. Ooh, baby. That's a lot of water. I don't even know how much that bottle holds. It's a lot of water. Oh boy. Nah. Oh boy. Okay. So now, if I just say this is the design, I guess the only bit about this design that's maybe a little weird is I don't know if it's just a hood. Like, is the guy just wearing, like, a separate hood, or is it attached to anything? Because I don't know if you would actually... Because based on how this hood is looking, I don't think it's attached to the gi thing that he's wearing. It could be attached to whatever's underneath here. Because he has, you know, presumably he has some clothes on under here. It doesn't look like it. In fact, I'm 90% sure that is a boob window, but it could be something, an undergarment that he has, or it's not, and he is wearing a cloak. Both of these things are fine. There is nothing wrong with either of them. I just need to figure out which one it is. It doesn't have to be a long cloak. It can just be like yay big. Or he just has like a short cloak. It's like a capelet more than a cloak. So that's a possibility. You have over 600 points, but you're not that cruel. 3 people on average time does mean you eat you from overhydration. Yeah, overhydration is not great. I mean, you don't even have the most points. That if RPG Dinosaur Bob decided to make my life living hell, he has like 40,000 or something. But at that point, like, I at any point reserve the right to go, I have had enough, and just stop. You know, like, you can spam hydrate, and I'll just say, I'm good, thanks. You know, I can just stop. I can stop at any time. This isn't a problem. How dare you? His cape can't be that long, right, though? Because it would get in the way. So he probably has, like, a really short cape. It goes down to, like... It's not long. It is a very short cape. Because it would be an issue if it was too long, for, like, mobility purposes. But he has, like, a cape... It has a cape in the back. Just because, like... It be like that? Because otherwise, how is it staying on there? How is it staying in position? I feel like it's just gonna keep moving. So you gave him this, and that means he has a boob window, which is funny. Because the character who has boobs doesn't have a boob window. And that's comedy. I mean, yes, that is true. It probably isn't. But even then, 60 sips is still a lot. Especially in a short amount of time. So I would probably tap out about 10. Actually, probably less than that. Because I don't need that much water. I'm not big enough to need that much water. Like, this body does not run on a whole lot. I am tiny. I am very small. And I do not require much. I probably require more than I get, but I don't need, like, that much. In the scheme of things. I'm usually not dehydrated. Usually. We know sometimes it happens, you know? Sometimes it just be like that. But usually I drink water. And I eat the fruit bars. We love the fruit bars. So yeah, he has a cape, I guess. Good for him. Good for him. He has a cape. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong brush. I'm just gonna make that lighter so I can kind of imply it's there, but don't have to worry about it. Eating a lot of food lately, so you need to eat plenty of... Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Brains are very hungry. But it's a matter of scale, you know? He is a kind of a basic design, but there's nothing wrong with being basic. It's probably not the most basic it could be. He's a monk. What does he need? Oops. That's fine. I'll deal with it. That's an unfortunate layering issue, but luckily that's not that big of a deal. In fact, that's actually the least big deal, because I can just go and do that and just cover that over again. That's actually basically not a problem. That's the least bad layer it could have been on, to be honest. It's the easiest to fix. But I was up here for a reason, and that reason was I want to try and figure out what design he has on his thingo. Because I feel like it'd be cool if he had something going on there. Just to kind of spice it up. Add a little bit of pizzazz to this, to ya boy. Now, one thing that I have, and it's literally just the one thing. Because I guess it's like a question of where he got it. Kind of. Because he got it in insert city here. Doesn't really matter. He got it in the city that the rest of his gang got arrested in. But it's like, you know, is it meant to remind him of his monk shit? Is it meant to, I don't know, remind him of his pirate shit? Because if it's monk shit, then I am at a loss. I don't know what you'd put on there. Trees. Turn the monkey. And some trees on there. If it's meant to remind him of the pirate thing, it could be... Because he's from a group, and it's not a great name, but I thought it was fun. It's a group called the Blood Maelstrom. which I think is kind of tight. Like, I think that's kind of cool. Just because the word maelstrom is very cool. It's a good word. Maelstrom is a very good word. So, you know, it could be basically anything at that point. A powerful whirlpool in the sea or river. So it could just be like something to do with water, which everyone's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You're a helmsman on a boat. You're a sailor. Having like water imagery on your eye patch makes sense. You know? If it's blood, that's gonna be a bit weird. So you wouldn't do, like, blood stuff on it, though. Like, you wouldn't even do, like, a red whirlpool. That'd be kind of weird. Because it has, like, relevance, but everyone who looks at it is gonna think you're being very weird. And he's trying not to get arrested. He's probably technically a fugitive. Technically. Kind of. He doesn't care about it. It's probably not a problem. No one's actively looking for him anymore because they wouldn't remember he exists. They probably just assume he's dead. Well, they've caught him somewhere. He's just pirating. And he's not pirating. He's literally just, like, chilling. He's gone legit, dude. He's also on the other side of the world now, so it doesn't really matter. So, you know, if you have your, like, patch that's kind of this kind of shape, this is basically the shape of the patch. It's kind of a matter of, like, what the fuck you're putting on there. Because you probably have, like, some, like, attachment bits in the corner. This is for, like, the straps to come off of. So that's, like, the attachment chunk. So you don't actually have that much space to work with aesthetically on an eye patch, I guess. And most of the pictures that I see in Thing are basically like you put a big flower on it or you bedazzle the shit out of it. And they're also usually just like a one strap goes around kind of eye patch rather than a 3-strapper. It's technically 2 straps, but that's not the point. It's not a tripod eye patch, it's the bipod eye patch, as it were. They're mostly like bedazzled, which is interesting. I'm interested in the bedazzles. I'm not giving him a bedazzled eye patch, that's very silly. But, like, you know, it's cool. I think it's cool. I would wear a bedazzled eye patch. I'm just not going to. Because I do not have one to bedazzle. And I don't have the equipment needed to bedazzle. I have, like, mirror shards. It's not gonna bedazzle very well. Trust me, I've tried. Mirror shards do not bedazzle. You could also put an eye on it and just fuck with people. Those are basically the options. Apparently. Those are the options that we have. It's basically like you chuck an eyeball on it, fuck with people. I think it's funny. You got an eyeball, it's the vibe. You can put your cool eyelashes on it. Just have a weird eyeball. And this, I mean, this could be related to his monastic order, depending on what it is. The issue is they're not very specific. I think probably because, like, most D&D, like, riders are white and the monks are coded very Asian. Which is not helpful, because this character is, like, European here, so I was like, what the fuck do I do? I mean, he could have bedazzled. I don't know if he would go for bedazzled. Again, he's a monk. Why would he have a bedazzled eye patch? We talked about aesthetics before, aestheticism and stuff. I don't know if he would do bedazzle. He doesn't really seem like the type, so I feel like you're more likely to get a design on it. Where it's just kind of fancy, but not, like, rich fancy. Like, it's the kind of thing where you pass by, like, a seamstress on the street and go, hey, can you, like, embroider a cool design on my eye patch? And she'd go, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? Or something. And she just did it. I mean, yeah, it is cool, that is true. I mean, it could always be, like, for instance, if we use the eye as the example, it could be, like, you know, it's mostly embroidered, but that pupil is bedazzled. That could be kind of cool. This could be a cool design. And maybe that can tie into what his vibe is. I don't know. It's the eye of, like, repentance or some shit. I don't know. Fuck. This is why he's not the player character, because I don't have to really answer these questions unless Niall dies. If Niall dies, then I am forced to answer these questions, because if Niall dies, he's gonna be the player character. So that's gonna be a problem when that happens. Yeah, so I just can have a dope-ass light patch as a treat. Fuck yeah. You know what? Yeah. I'm vibing with the eye, and I'm vibing with having a cool bedazzled pupil. Because I feel like the fact that, the fact that it's shiny is part of the fun. It's part of his joke. He's basically doing it to fuck with people as a joke. There is a little fly boy in there. Hi, buddy. I'm poking him. I'm poking the bit around him, actually. There's a little fucking fly in here. Which is weird, because the window is closed and the door is closed, so how the fuck do you get in here? This fucker came in through the vent, didn't it? God damn it. We're gonna put vents in these rooms. But yes, Tara can have a dope little eye patch. If the eye shines, that makes shit, like, fucky. Even though the patch is probably, like, black. So it's not like people don't figure it out, but because he's got a hood on, that's the bit. Because he has a hood, sometimes this side of his face is just in shadow, and so if you basically paint this bit white and then have a gemstone as an iris, people are gonna fall for it. Just enough that it's funny as hell. He's gonna do it for the meme. He's gonna have an eye on his patch for the meme. This is in canon. This is character. This makes sense to me. He seems like he's a fun, jokey kind of guy. So he is going to have an eye on his patch. His eye on his eye patch. And it's kind of that's the joke. He's got that going on. The little, like, connector bits. And then we're gonna make that kind of big so that it looks kind of like a pupil that's maybe a little too small, but not like too small. An iris even. An iris is just like a little small. And then you can chuck in some like decorative bits. Because it's not gonna fool you if you look directly at it. Like, you are not gonna fall for it. But sometimes in the corner of your eye, you just see it and you assume it's an actual eye. And sometimes that wigs you the fuck out because he doesn't blink. Because it's not real, it can't blink. This is how it works. It just moved left, apparently. Cool. Bitchin'. So yeah, that's what he's doing. He's got an eye on his pie patch. It's in slightly the wrong position, and also it doesn't look like an eyeball in my style, which means it doesn't look like an eye. But, like, that's cool, though. Eye patch. And keep deck. Punch. Oh, wait, that's punch and cape. But no, where's the cape? Cape's up here. Oop. Cape. Close. Yeah. My eyes are watering because I hiccuped, apparently. That's how that works? Sure. Sure, why not? Okay. I think maybe I'm gonna remove Scar for a second. If I can get this into position a little bit. I think part of it is that the eye patch doesn't look wide enough. That's not the button. Free transform. Just angle that bad boy. Get it longer. Get long. Something like that. And then you can bring... Oh, this comes over here. This comes up here. And then this... That's a similar size. And you can come down a little bit more. And so it looks like that. And it looks silly as shit. But sometimes when you aren't paying attention, it gets you. It probably helps, like, especially if the, like, if it's... I mean, if it's cloth or leather. I'm assuming they're usually leather, is the thing. Because most of the ones that I see seem to be leather. But if you get, like, a nice dark leather, that can probably... not like a nice dark leather, like a nice warm, like, natural-ish color leather. That could probably do a lot for you. It could also be cloth. That's not really my problem. As long as he can get it on. Get it on his face. And it does the thing. It's fine. But sometimes they're cloth, sometimes they're leather. Because it's bedazzled, I'm assuming it's leather. But that doesn't need to be. It can still be cloth. I don't know. Because I feel like if it's like a brown color, that'll get people to fall for it significantly more, you know? Like if the background is brown. I'm on the wrong thing again. There we go. I'm on the correct window now. I'm going to turn off the scar opacity, but that's because I'm going to cut out the part of his face that does not get used. Because he doesn't have it. So I'm just going to cut this bit of his face, stick it on a new layer, and go lost face. This will only be important if I decide to draw him as a pirate, and I need the rest of his face for some reason. I shouldn't, but I have it. This way I can put his scar back on. I need to put his hands in real quick. Just like the like suggestion of hands. Because I do not currently have the suggestion of hands. Which sounds like a bad YA novel. You know, it's in like that kind of style that all the YA novels seem to have at the moment. The something of something. The something of X and something. So they're all doing it. All the kids these days. And I mean, they sound cool, but I'm just like, bro. Why do you all have the same... Why you all have the same title, though? That's a mitten. The original film looked better. I was trying to give him chunky fingers. Have big chunky fingers. It's not too chunky. Chunker boy. Boy, howdy. What is happening in there? And the issue is that this hand is not proportioned correctly, so that I have drawn the wrap way the shit too tight for what it's supposed to be. It doesn't have to be very good hands, it just needs to give me the impression of a hand. It's not going to show up in the portrait, who cares? Okay, we have an impression of a hand. We're good. Hands. Hands. I'm not doing anything down. Shit. Just have, like, the impression of some feet. It's fine. Don't make me think about that any more than I need to, if I don't have to. Thanks. Okay, so now that we've decided that's just what he looks like. So this is sketch lines, because I'm not gonna do a nicer drawing of this. Because this stream goes half an hour longer just because Greg isn't on today because he's still on holidays. And so I fill the gap until Shire Red goes live. So we get half an hour extra, but I'm still not going to redraw this because we'll just do what we can. I need sketch colors. What's your favorite color? Okay. And so I don't know about any of those colors up there. I think I picked them, but I don't know about any of those. It's a lot of green. And I like green, but like not that much. I don't like green that much. You've been lurking and half listening. You still have 72.4k points to torture you with someday. I'm gonna find a use for them. I have to. I'm sure I'll figure something out. I'll find some use for points. I did a poll last time. Maybe I'll do a poll on next stream. Ask, what do I do? What am I working on? Help. Please, what to work on? I burned a lot on your poll the other day. I burned a lot of them. Like, it was like 20 or 30k points. It's a lot of points. And it worked. It did what it needed to do. I burnt points. Oh, I don't have that page up anymore. Oh. Not that. That is... Page... Many points. Many points. This is intense music. Intense music for me quietly browsing Wikipedia in the background. 296! That's light edits for your short story. You finally stopped reading plan articles to do something productive. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow, oncoming shower. Welcome. 9 people on stream, 360 plus votes in the poll. That's democracy in action for you. I bought so many votes. I bought so many votes in that poll. That's democracy. It's great. Hold on, I need to fix something. Hold on. I need to... Hold on. Free transform. Let's make my computer real slow right now. Just go... That looks more like feet that are similarly sized. 44 words for House Avis! Woo! Hell yeah! Words. I get to watch everybody else do words while I attempt to do the other one. The other thing that that things do. The art. I do the visuals. I'm gonna keep doing art streams is the thing though, because I really like drawing. That's the issue. I'm a drawer. I'm like an artist first and foremost. So I'm like, shit. So I have to do those instead. I don't have to, but I like to. That said, now that I've designed Tarek, I don't have any more characters to do designs for. So that's gonna be a situation that I have to deal with. 140 words for House Mollusca via House Sauropodo. Woo! Yay! Words. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to find something else to draw. That we should work on creating variables that we use all over your articles. Hell yeah. That's like the nice thing about the tourney, or the tourney, or whatever the hell, is that we can do it, we don't have to just like write a story, which is nice. Because I was working on Tarek's article. 3 more words for House Lappin, because you made a mistake in your calculations. Aww. Holy shit. There's 1,800 words of light edits from Coffee Quills for House Mollusca. Oh god. Oh god. That's 3 times what I wrote today. God damn it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to help catch up House Chiroptera. I'm gonna have to do a lot of things. And then 365 writing words. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Edits are easy to do in writing. Well, partially. And you're done with your novella! Congratulations! Yay! Congrats on done with your novella. That's awesome. At least you will now read as a PDF, but it's okay. So it's mostly done, you know, like the actual writing part's done. Really living variables. Define one plug of words that includes pronunciation, a brief description, and a link to the article. One time for each god, creature, etc. Usable every time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think I only have like 3 variables right now because I haven't gotten into them as much as I probably will need to. I have them for the AC/BC system, which is the time thing. And then I have a variable to make me a cute little info spot that I put so that I can give it a tooltip for the pronunciation. And that's what I have. That's all I have. Just because I know that, like, people can't pronounce any of the things. Because that was very fun. When the Unkyun article won the hero challenge, that literally no one knows how to pronounce Unkyun Ilijua. And I don't know how to explain it. Because it's just like, what's happening? What is happening with the letter Q? Nobody knows. And the issue is that I'm not even saying that correctly anyway, so And then technically it's pronounced Angyun, but no one wants to think about that. And she's Angyun, technically, but it's spelled Ankyun, and they pronounce it Ankyun. Because... things. I promise it makes sense. I swear to God. Making audio files. Ooh, but you made all the variables for them already. Nice. I don't want to do audio files for mine purely because I can't speak clearly and I can't, like, say most of them because it's conlang stuff. It's not a matter of, like, I speak a, like a line, like, if it was, for example, like, if I was just naming stuff using Gaelic, I could, like, you know, in theory, find a Gaelic speaker and, like, be like, hey, pronunciation guide, thank you, and they could just say the word and it'd be fine. But it's conlang bullshit that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna explain this. So what I've done for the, like, 2 pronunciations that I've given, my pen cover has slipped and is now doing really annoying things. Hold on. What I've done for the pronunciations that I've done is I've put the IPA so that if you can read fancy linguist bullshit, you know exactly what I'm trying to say with the sounds. And then I also put a, like, guide of how I would say it, like how I would explain it. So I think, like, with the Poriha article for the challenge, for the plants challenge, I didn't give a pronunciation guide for Poriha because I feel like that is very straightforward. But I did give a pronunciation guide for Huroda because DH does not scan as a the to anybody. And so I've given it as IPA and then Hurotha. And that'll get you basically 9% of the way there. It's just like Hurotha. And that's fine. As opposed to people who will look at it and go, Skroda? They're just gonna do like Skroda. And I'm like, that's not what it is. It's not the island of Skroda. It's Hurotha. Okay. So that's what I end up doing. No problem with IPA. Yeah, exactly. I did both just because the words are, I've spelt them based on an IPA system, and then I give the easier spelling, but I have to work backwards. It doesn't help that most vowels sound like to me, so I can't distinguish any of them, which is very fun. But I give both. I give both of them. And that means that if you don't know what IPA means, you can just read the you know, Hurotha, and you get the point. And if you can read an IPA, then you know it's closer to like Karova. And that's fine. That's how it works, you know? I figured that functions. And it has a cute little icon. It's very nice. I like the icon. I've gotten distracted coloring the skin. So let's just label that. Skin. Let's get... Oh, I can't give the eye color here, but I will put... This is going to be like the whites layer, where I just put a bunch of the whites stuff in it. Back, tomato relish in your food is gone, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I was used to. I was brought up on Master Foods green tomato relish probably has more sugar than actual tomato. Oh, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not, yeah. It probably does have more sugar in it, yeah. But the problem with a guide is that yeah, that is true, because depending on words, some of them are pronounced completely differently, which is why I've also given the IPA example. Because that way, if you're confused, you can go find it. If it matters that much to you. Most people won't mind that much though, because at the end of the day, no one needs to pronounce the names in my setting perfectly, because I can't. Technically, Heroda has a trilled R in it. I can't trill my R's. So I just leave it. I just leave it. You can do whatever you want with it. Hey, Satrium! Good day to you! I am doing well. I am having a good day. I have designed a good elf, a good dwarf boy. This is my good dwarf. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have to try and pronounce people's names if they're not, you don't have to stream it. Well, that's like part of the reason I rarely share my articles on other people's streams is because I once shared an article to Hefe, and I basically, like, nearly gave Hefe a stroke. Because there's, like, one section of my world where the names are very straightforward, and then the entire rest of the setting is not straightforward if you are an English speaker. So, you know, it happens. So I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just stream my world. I'll share it myself. I'm in charge. I'll get it right. I'll get it closer to right. It's fine. And then it gets shown on stream, and then everyone's like, how do you pronounce uncured? And I'm like, great question. Don't ask. I don't know. I'm gonna add a pronunciation guide to that. I think I did. No, I didn't. I need to add one, I think. I need to add that to that article. That one probably needs it more than any other one. Just because it's popular. Like a rough guide in, like, using, like, the Burdea thing is gonna get people way closer generally, so it's not a bad idea. It can be confusing, but it gets you the job done. The car is K-A-H-R, because, car. Yeah, that makes sense. That gets, like, the vibe across. And yeah, soft G is always J. Yeah. Yeah, when are we gonna start counting words in Twitch streams as house words? I mean, I'm not getting any words done because I'm not writing anything, but if we were counting how many words I say out loud, ooh boy. That would be words. That would be a lot of words. Ooh. Great as that would be, I do not wish that upon anybody. Because that sounds like a nightmare to try and count that. I don't want to count it. I don't want to go back and figure that out. Yeah, how many words you're all typing? Yeah, in the chat, true. I mean, if I want to find out how many words I've written in this stream, all I need to do is go look at all the layer names and see how many I've done. I've named a bunch of them, and I did write hello all earlier. Looking great. I suppose every digital sketch has a phase where it looks like the character's wearing a discount invisibility cloak. Yeah, they do. They always do. We're getting there. I know someone who's using Grammarly, and Grammarly is counting absolutely all words written on the keyboard, and it gives you a statistic. Damn! Shit. That sounds cool, but also I don't want to get called out for it going, hey, so most of the words you wrote today were on Twitter? And I'm like, shh. Shh, shh, shush. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? I'm gonna make eye patch its own little chunk. Because that's what it would be though, right? Like, all of my words would just be on Twitter. Yetch. I'm gonna have a patch layer. So this is gonna be the base, which is gonna be probably in a nice tanny leather. Stops about there-ish. Well, yeah, that's true, because, like, if you type and you have to go back and change it, it then, you know, it counts it twice. But, you know, you did write that word twice, for what it's worth. You did indeed count it twice, like, you did write it twice, so, hey, it makes sense. White. Let's bring back this white. This white will work. Let's go over there. Okay. Oop. Ba 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 ba. I need to probably erase some of the scar lines, or at least, like, cut them. Use for the words. Yeah, I see people use for the words a lot. It seems very cool, and your copy's very happy about that, obviously. Of course. Counts like that, so the word count is slightly bigger than what you have on the page. Yeah, I think that's neat, though. Because, I mean, you did write the word twice. Imagine typing anything outside of Twitter, honestly. I mean, have you seen how many words I have typed about my D&D character on Twitter? Jesus. I have typed so many. More than anyone should. More than anyone needs to. I'm just gonna make it blue for the second. He probably doesn't have blue eyes. I'm just gonna give him blue eyes for the second. On his, oh, Jesus. Oh, it looks spooky as shit when you scan out like that. I'm gonna quickly fix the scar line bit. Just so I don't have reds in the eyes for some reason. Just get out of here, scram. Hidden scar lines. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Oh boy, that looks spooky. It is an eye. Exactly. I use Google Docs and do Control-Shift-C for word count. Yeah, that's usually a good way to do it too. Just keep track of it. I put my foot to check the U formatting. Oh dear. The engine's not enough. I mean, I can always talk about my OCs more on Twitter. Trust me. That's not like... It can just happen. And it tends to. My favorite thing I've done on Twitter in terms of I ranted too much about a thing that did not need that much ranting was I misunderstood what my DM meant when they said abomination and thought for the briefest moment that they were implying that I would need to fight the captain of the boat. And that was an entire fucking adventure that I had in my mind, imagining how the fuck Niall would try and fight the captain of her own boat. It was fucking great. She doesn't have to. He's an infernal. He's not aberrant. He's just like, you know, a tiefling. It happens. But God, fuck. It was so fucking tight though. Like, I was having a great time thinking about how that would go. So, oh no, it's all good. I'm not crashing. I'm fine. It's 15 minutes. Right? She didn't change time slots. It's 15 minutes, yeah? I can totally handle it. I'm probably not going to fall asleep until 4 in the morning, let's be honest. Let's be entirely clear with ourselves. It's only an issue on, like, Sundays, because I have to go to bed early on Sundays. But luckily, the time zone rounds back in, like, an hour, so it's fine. Or, like, in 2 hours, technically. It's complicated. Time changes soon, and I don't have to worry about... I stream from 10 until 12 instead. But yeah, like, Shired's gonna be up in half an hour, it'll be fine. Or in 10, 20 minutes. An amount of time. At the very least, I'll get the base, like, colors in. I might not finalize his colors on stream, but I'll get, like, the gist of it. Of his colors. You're so hyped when you start your next game and immediately piss off all your followers tweeting about it after every session. Hell yeah! I mean, that's what I do. I piss off everybody that follows me, because I'm just like, I just had D&D and I'm gonna talk about it. Or I'll talk about it during. Like when I tweeted, this boss fight is going poorly. And that was the only thing I said during the game was, this boss fight is going poorly. because we were panicking. I changed tomorrow, actually. So Sunday's stream will be from 10 until 12. But you'll note that it looks the same on the schedule. I've already changed it. Because the time zone literally rounds back in like 2-3 hours. So I've already changed the time zone thing. It should be correct. I'm pretty sure it's where it's supposed to be now. Because I should still end at the start of your streams. We'll see what happens tomorrow, basically. Like, if you're in tomorrow's Fallout stream, tell me if it ends at the correct time. You fully expect it, mine do not. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing your game tweets. You have a few friends you spam with messages after every D&D session. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, it'll be fun when I get to start playing the other session that I have, the other game that's going on, and I get to start yelling about Florian being shit. Because Florian's garbage. Florian is a garbage man. He's gonna have a garbage time. Because the Witcher system is far meaner than D&D is. D&D is a walk in the park. And I say this as somebody who Niall has passed out at least once already. She's level 3. She's level 2, actually. She was level 2. And she'd already been knocked out once. So she was having a great time. Oops. The fuck? Oh no, I was on the wrong layer. No. No. There we go. Okay, we're on the right layer now. This color is not remotely right. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. There we go. Oh, episode 2. Yeah, I'm just before Bob on the calendar, so it should be correct. But time is hard, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if it actually is where it's supposed. Like, when I actually stream, if it slots where it should be. The new green color is, Adventure April, or Game of Tomes things, I think. It's very recent. You're gonna be a D&D withdrawal. All your sessions in the last 3 weeks had to be cancelled. No! But you got one tomorrow. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be on D&D withdrawal for, like, 2 weeks until the session restarts, because yesterday we finished the module. We weren't supposed to, but we did. We accidentally finished the module at least a week early, because what we did is we went into a pirate cave, and we fought some pirates, and we rescued some turtles, and then we went into the ruins that was the main bulk of the pirates were in this ruined building, this ruined temple, carved into some cool rocks. It looked cool as hell. And it was meant to be like we were going to explore the whole thing, do some looting and stuff, but we turned left and broke a ballista. Then, you know how like in mazes they tell you to like just turn left, left, left or something? We basically did that, and by doing so, the 4th room that we went into of like 15, like of the 15-ish rooms in the building, the 4th room we went to was the boss room. So, you know, we fought like 3 pirates and burnt a ballista, and then we fought the main villain of the arc. And by villain, I mean there were 3 of them. So that was very fun. It went about as well as you would expect, because we didn't prepare. Because we went in, we came up into like a living quarters. There were like some beds and shit and like a kitchen or something. And we opened these big doors, and there was music coming. And before any of us go, maybe we should wait, the orc just starts running, and we're like, ah, fuck. And so we follow the orc, and we come out, and there's three dudes chilling, and they pull out their glaive and their fire hammer and their cool, like, Gaiagoon Korean instrument thing. And then we fucking fight. And that went great. At least one person got knocked out, and then when I revived him, he climbed on a wall and didn't participate for the rest of the fight, which, thanks, Captain. Very nice. Fuck you, Morgan. Okay. But it was great, though. Like, it was good. It's just like, fuck. Had a big battle planned the other week with a big boss definitely up against, and they used the wish spell and he was gone forever. No. Your player's got a random wish and revive an NPC. Problem. The death of this NPC was the basis for the next 2 to 3 adventures. So you had to redo all of it. Yeah, players are a menace, aren't they? They can be a real menace. Main shirt Cole. I mean, we had fun because, like, the DM was not expecting that we would fight the main villain now, but we did. And because none of us were prepared, most of us were on like half health. So again, it went about as well as you would expect. We did surprisingly well considering that disadvantage, but that's because there are 3 people in the party with healing abilities, technically. The paladin didn't use any healing abilities, but he did use deflect a lot. So that basically healed the orc barbarian a shit ton. So she didn't die. She would have otherwise. If he hadn't deflected, she probably would have gone down. I'm a celestial warlock, so I have cure wounds or something. So I used that on the captain when he got knocked out. I also have a bonus die of healing, which I used on the orc barbarian. And then we have a doctor. She's technically an artificer. I think we're planning to homebrew her a doctor class so she can actually do healing shit. But for the time being, we've been homebrewing it so that she can use her medicine check to allow us to, like, use a hit die to heal. And so she did that as well. So there's, like, 3 of us with healing, just, like, vibing. And that's the only reason no one died. We got close. We could have done it. We could have gotten owned. There is a Dr. Homebrew class. We're actually gonna tweak that one, I believe. Like, it's the one you see when you look it up. We're tweaking that one. And by we, I mean the DM and the player. New character's gone down death save so much. She's the barbarian. Oh no. Most of the time you stumble away to the end of a session. But that time I went, yeah, I didn't expect that. I need time to plan all that. Let's end the session here. Yeah. Had a game session like that 2 weeks ago. We were emerging from a dungeon with loot that belonged to a cult. The cult was waiting for us at the entrance. With no miss, the DM thought would be enough for us to turn over loot without a fight. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Spoilers, it wasn't. Your brother said nope and disrupted half the cult with his last high-level spell. Hell yeah. That's the shit. Green pants. Whoa. And you ended up wiping them out rather handedly. Yeah. Oops. I mean, the thing is, though, right? I'm not sure exactly what the balancing idea was with the main villain, because obviously they're like the main villains of the arc, so they need to be powerful, and they were very powerful. But, if we had gone through the entire rest of the dungeon first, there were like 15 other pirates in that building. I don't know how we would have gone, because we wouldn't have been able to kill all 15 pirates and then fight the villains. And we wouldn't have been able to stop and rest without using up, like, all of our spell slots, all of our magic, all of our shit. So I don't know how that would have worked. The thing is, we thought it was going to be fairly straightforward. Like, obviously, 2 of them hit like a truck and one of them was a bard, so he wasn't a problem. But then so we were focusing on this guy with a glaive. This guy with a glaive is fucking our shit up. He's hitting people with glaives, oh, left and right. And we're focusing him because he attacks first. So we're all just wailing on this guy. And I don't know who got him. Someone got him. He stumbles back. And the guy with the hammer catches him. And they're like, it's like, oh no, it's going to be an emotional death scene. Like, because, they're friends. They're brothers in arms. They've been fighting this long fight for years at this point. This revolution against the Empire that we are disrupting because slavery bad. You dipshits. And then, no. What happens is the guy with the glaive does some fucking blood magic bullshit, kills his friend, absorbs his life energy, picks up the hammer, and he is dual-wielding a glaive and a fucking exploding hammer. And we're just like, what the fuck? What the entire fuck have you done? And so that was fucking great. I'm assuming he would have come back with less HP or something if we had done the rest of the dungeon first. Like, it would have just been some numbers would have changed, but Jesus, he hit like a truck. It was after he did blood magic that he killed the captain nearly. It was very good. Yes, but he was doing aberrant blood magic bullshit, and so he's allowed to stab with the glaive and then whack with the hammer. They're both two-handed weapons, is the thing. Like, they're both two-handed weapons. It might not have mechanically been a glaive, but it was described as a glaive. I have an image for it. I have the picture of what... It probably is more like just a spear. It was literally the Ornstein and Smough fight, but with a bard in the background doing healing occasionally. It was literally Ornstein and Smough. It was like, what the fuck? Just be a see you oncoming shower. Thank you for dropping by. Though, so it's technically not Ornstein and Smough because when you kill, like, because when you kill Smough, Ornstein absorbs his energy, right? And vice versa. In this situation, we killed Ornstein, and Ornstein absorbed Smough's energy. Like, that's what happened. Ornstein killed the, like, Spearman killed the Hammerman to take his energy. It was fucking wild. And it was, and in character, like, the bard in the back, he's been doing just, like, healing. He only got, like, 2 or 3 turns. He didn't do a whole lot. But he's just sitting there strumming his thing, healing magic. When the blood magic happened, he didn't do anything next turn. He's just sitting there like, what the fuck? And so we didn't kill him. We didn't kill the bard. He's coming with us for the minute. Yeah, see you guys soon. See you, I'm coming. 48 words for House Avis. Woo! Your DM did that to us in the last big boss fight. The boss did some blood magic, sent it to a new form. Exactly, right? Yeah, as long as penalties apply, it's temptable. Yes, it is. And I mean, we did kill him eventually, because, like, I don't think there was no intention on the DM's part for this to be a fatal encounter. It was just meant to be very difficult. So, for instance, like, so long as the doctor didn't die, no one else was gonna die. Right? Because that just wasn't gonna happen. Because we wouldn't have, like, the DM would not have let us fail death saves that many times. You know, they would have been balancing to make sure that none of us actually died. So we could have some drama of man has glaive and hammer, boom boom. Fucking boom boom. We're just like, holy shit. Your bard has turned to hold person and healing word during that fight. Yeah. Hell yeah. 295 words for House Lappin. Yes. Yeah, the dwarf is dressed now. This is not going to be his final color scheme. Yes, we are going to raid shy in a few minutes. Because I have now finished the colors, which is good. But now I'm just talking about D&D, because the essay session fucking ruled. Because we were having fun. That said, it was gonna get... If we hadn't killed Blood Magic Man the turn that we did, the next turn, it was gonna get ugly. Because when he did the blood magic, he also summoned, like, poison water as an environmental hazard, which I'm assuming that may not have occurred if we'd been at lower HP overall. But we had poison water, which, not great. And so, we have 3 players who can heal, right? Myself, the Doctor, and the Paladin. The Paladin is already kind of sketchy on his health, and he's also in melee range of the villain. So he could easily die in the next turn. I'm a warlock, and I was on 3 HP, and both times the poison did damage, I failed the con save and took 4 poison damage. So odds were high that I was gonna fail the con save and fucking keel over. Which leaves the Doctor. Now, luckily for her, she had literally not taken a single hit point of damage the entire campaign. So she was fine. Session before that, a different campaign, your fighter got turned into a statue by Medusa on the last freaking turn because of a nat 1 on the save. No! Ugh. No. I hate when that happens. The worst part of the boss fight, honestly, was that I literally didn't get a single hit on the enemy because I didn't. I kept rolling like 6. Like my d20 just kept rolling single digits and I'm like, shit. Fuck. So I didn't do any damage. I burned a spell slot on, and I'm a warlock, so I have 2 spell slots. You know, I burnt 1 spell slot on Guiding Bolt, which didn't work, and then I spent 1 spell slot to heal the captain, who again, I heal the captain, and then his next turn he climbs a wall and doesn't do anything for the rest of the fight. And it's like, you bitch. You coward, get back in there. You're supposed to be a soldier. Get the fuck back in there. Okay. So that was fun. Good on old Captain Morgan. He nailed it. Oh, cause it's Medusa, isn't it? So it's meant to be a bit more intense. But luckily you had an Unpetrify. Whew, thank God. That would have been poor. That would have gone poorly if you hadn't had one. So luckily that worked out. Yeah, okay. So it is now. It's 1:31 actually. Oh, your cleric and the bard turned to stone on turn 1. Oh no. Oh no. That's what we call oof. Oh no. Oh no no. That's bad. But they got to play a unicorn? Hell yeah. Oh my god. That's wild. God, tabletop RPGs are fun, basically. That's the gist of the story. Moral of the story, tabletop RPGs are fun. Anyway, it is now 1:30 in the morning, and Shy Red is up, so we are going to be heading off to raid Shy Red. First of all, before we do, I will remind you all that the raid call is Get Bready, or, since it is the tourney of tomes, first of all, if anyone has any tourney points, you know, nano points of editing or writing or whatever, drop them in so that I collect them. And second of all, you can use your house raid call. It's cool. You can just, like whatever your house's motto is, you can also yell your house motto as we raid. And you can claim the fiery toast using the channel points. It's like, how many points? You can unlock it for 200 toast points. You might have it. Get Flaming Toast. The Flaming Toast is a good emote. So I'll give you all a minute to post any words you have if you've been riding along. Regardless of what you've been doing while I've been rambling about D&D and drawing my boy. Hopefully you've had a fun time. And hopefully you all will have a fun day as it goes on. Whatever it is that you do with it. I think I'm going to assume everyone has sent words, if they've got them. Yeah, I love that emote. It's my favorite emote. I don't use the think emote very much. I use the toast emote all the time. I also have a duck emote, but that's only for me. I'm the only one who gets to use the duck emote. I get to dab. My D&D dungeon master drew me that duck. It's great. Anyway, I think I'm going to assume everyone's got words in. So, we are going to raid Shy Red Fox. Shy Red is doing some assorted arts and crafts. I believe it is knitting and, quote, a street team giveaway. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure it will be very fun and very cool. Thank you all very much for coming. Hopefully you all had a fun time and you will continue to have a lovely day. And hopefully I will see many of you around in the future on other writing, world building streams, etc. Yeah! See you around. Bye! Bye!